to those of you who are present and the students who are also hearing us. A very pleasant good afternoon. This is an exercise where we bring some attention to the Clean and Green program right across Barbados. But I should also add that as we make presence in the schools, you're just about the fourth or fifth school as we started the need or recognized the need through the request from both school principals and members of parliament as to why it's important that our young people be also part of this exercise. And so we are pleased and thankful that you have allowed us the opportunity to come into your school environment. Minister Ford will now have the opportunity to offer his remarks.
A pleasant good afternoon to the entire Queen's College School. It's very heartening for me to come today, and if I want the whole Barbados to see that the students of Queen's College give me some paraphernalia today, something that would encourage the whole of Barbados who's reading. I made the promise, and I want the students of the environmental program to repeat after me. You all know it by memory at this point in time because I'm sure that you would have repeated this many times. I made a promise. I want litter. And this is from the environmental class of Queen's College. You have heard it, Barbados, yourself. And the reason I said it's quite easy for me is because at this very school, there is an exciting program which not encourages students to get into the whole holistic sphere of agriculture and horticulture. Next, they're going to be doing animal husbandry with some rabbits, as I was told. But it speaks to the whole widening of the environment in terms of protecting that which is ultimately important to us. I want to congratulate the students of Queen's College for a job well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. There is a greenhouse to my immediate left, which is west of the camera. And in that greenhouse, the students are growing herbs because they understand the importance of feeding themselves. They understand the importance of nutrition. They understand the importance of economizing because that is who we are as a country. The next 60 years, the soil as we know it won't be the same. The next 60 years, the air that we breathe won't be the same unless we have the champions that exist behind me, unless we have the Kais, unless we have the faith, unless we have all and sundry working collectively, then we won't have the beautiful Barbados as we know it. I want to say to the young people, continue with unreserved and unbridled energy and, of course, sinew. Put your collective elbow grease to work. Make sure that there's sweat expenditure when you go in the garden. That ensure and ultimately ensure that this Barbados remains clean, green, and a holistic place for life. I want to also say that we have offered, because government has acquiesced to your call to bring programs and projects that will protect the environment and allow young people to open up their brains and the capacity to learn these things. We are now offering, as a development scholarship, the science and the area of dendrology. And that speaks to the study of plants. Finally, there is one last thing that concerns me. And this is the next existential threat that Barbadians and the world over will face. We are talking about climate change. But the next couple of years, what is going to be on the lips of every single Barbadian and person in the world is antimicrobial resistance. And although we are not in a lecture that deals with the health, invariably, the environment contributes to antimicrobial resistance. And I want you all to be the voices for all those persons who use medication and throw them in the gullies, throw them in the garbage inadvertently, expose them to our water supply and our marine environment, to tell them, stop doing it. It's in the same way we are saying, stop littering, and I want litter, tell persons who are not using the full dosage of medication, antibiotics, and otherwise to take the remainder back to the pharmacy. Because when it goes into our environment, it enters our system, our palates, whether by the trees or by the fish or whatever. And that is what builds up the tolerance and the resistance to microbes, especially the super microbes that the world over will not be able to treat the next 20 years. But this is only made possible. This can only come to fruition. What you see before us in terms of this launch, that can only happen if we have the driving force, like the MP for the area. I want you to put your hands together. Create that excitement as I welcome you, the MP, my minister colleague, Minister Sandra Husband. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Minister Ford. And I want to express how excited I am to be here at Queen's College and to engage their environmental club. I am so pleased that we have such a group, because what it is saying to us is that the message about the importance of the environment is getting through to our young people. And I want you to be able to hear from their own lips why they're involved, what they're involved in. I am so very happy that we are bringing a new generation of Barbadians who will care for this country. One of the things that I've learned through my minister colleague, Mr. Adrian Ford, is the problem that we have with the soil. The fact that we have killed off so many of the species whose one role is to keep our soil pliable, that we can grow our crops. And the loss of those insects, the loss of those animals really has now put us in jeopardy where it will affect our capacity to grow food. I've learned all of this being a part of this cabinet, and it has made me a young steward, a young student, learning about my environment and how important it is. And that's why I was so excited to meet you all today. And I look forward to listening to you and looking at what we can do together. It is important that we bring children up in the way that they should go. If we do that, they will not depart from it. This investment by this school, by the teachers, by the people who work with them every day to ensure that they have a good understanding of their world, a good understanding of the environment, is something that I want to applaud very much for them, because I believe that if we can do this and spread this to their homes, spread it to their friends, that we will mobilize more and more Barbadians who will be guardians of this heritage, guardians of this little rock on which we all live. My congratulations to you. My congratulations to you. Very well done. And I also want to thank the minister for responding so readily when asked to be able to work with Queen's College to do a clean and green. I was contacted by their alumni and they said, listen, we want a clean and green too. Yes. And immediately, Minister Ford said, Sandra, of course. And so as a result of their efforts, we are able to come and be a part of what is happening here at Queen's College. So God bless to all of you and congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much. As we move along, I want now to invite the Deputy Principal Acting, Dr. Charmaine Foster.
Minister Ford, Minister Husband, members of the Green and Clean team, I would like to thank you on behalf of the staff and students of Queen's College for inviting Queen's College to be part of the initiative. It is deeply appreciated. At Queen's College, we emphasize that education and schooling is more than certification. We promote the idea of the ideal Caribbean person, one of the tenets of which is an awareness of the importance of living in harmony with the environment. We therefore support this initiative, and we will continue to encourage our students to be mindful of the importance of maintaining and preserving the environment as a source of food, beauty, and recreations for themselves and for future generations. Once again, thank you.
Tell me who a man spends his time with, and I'll tell you the type of man he is. Isn't it true that people become like the company they keep? I'm Chris Nan Hurdle, clinical psychologist and certified life coach. Where do you spend most of your time? What is your emotional space like? Do you find yourself most often among people who are negative, naysayers, doom and gloom, or fearmongers? Or do you find yourself mostly among people who are positive, optimistic, calm, collected, and reassuring, who exude confidence? What is your emotional space like? Be intentional. You are the pilot of your life.
The Barbados Police Service is a dynamic organization which caters to the needs of all residents by providing excellent customer service within our communities. We are excited to inform you that we are recruiting new members to our ranks and welcome your participation.
We are building the Barbados Police Service within our communities. Are you smart, skillful, motivated, ambitious, reliable, and talented?
Smart to fulfill your life's dream.
Smart to chart career opportunities.
Smart to make a difference.
Smart to pursue economic sustainability.
Smart to enable change.
Smart to provide public service.
I say to you today, if you have a love for people, if you enjoy nurturing your communities and taking care of persons, then definitely the Barbados Police Service, of which I am a proud member, is the place for you. So I encourage you, lend us a hand, join us now to help keep Barbados safe.
Come join us, join me in making our country a safer Barbados.
Your place is here in the Barbados Police Service.
Come, join our ranks and chart a career of economic sustainability. Make that difference as an agent of change while providing public service as you fulfill your life's dream.
Of course, you know, students, this is your school, and this is where the pride is shown. And the students who are part of the environmental club, and also students who are studying environmental science, they will now have an opportunity to offer their remarks by selected spokespersons. So I will invite now Faith Graves, who is an environmental science student, to speak, and following her, we will invite Kais Belgrave, a member of the environmental club, to also offer his remarks.
Thank you very much. A good afternoon to everyone. I first want to thank Minister Husbands and Minister Ford and everyone that have been involved in bringing this initiative to Queen's College. For we are very grateful and we recognize the importance of taking care of our environment. We are not only doing it for presently, but we recognize that if we take care of our environment now, we are also affecting the future. And it works both ways. So if we degrade the environment, we know that in the future, it's going to be more trouble. There's going to be a lot of stress that then the future generations have to deal with. And we are very grateful for this initiative. Because even here at Queen's College, we try to promote a healthy environment, even in our sustainable development, where we try to maintain good drainage and everything that we try our best to do, because we know that we are not only working for us today, but for those to come. And we are very grateful for this initiative that you have brought. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Kais Belgrave. First of all, I want to thank the Clean and Green community for allowing this initiative to happen. And I will just be talking about some brief projects we've done in Environmental Club so far. So far, we've done a beach cleanup, and going forward in the future, we'll be looking to planting some herbs in our garden, along with the others that we have there so far, with our health club of Queens College. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There is full involvement as far as the ministry's arms are concerned. The NCC, Sanitation Services Authority, the educational arm, which is the project implementation unit, everybody is fully involved. But just to give just a brief insight as to the part that is played by NCC, I'm going to invite now, we call him Mr. Bennett, the Energizer, to offer his remarks.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. Minister Ford, Mr. Husbands. It's pleasing to see the young people getting involved with the environment. And I really want to applaud Queens College School students for taking part in it. In terms of the NCC and what we at the NCC does, we offer 3 different services. I think we do a ranger service, lifeguard service, and one which is more important, the environmental service. Environmental service, I mean, we provide a clean, open spaces for people to have picnics, to come and enjoy themselves. And this is done by enhancing the collection of the debris that is left on these beaches on a daily basis. Overnight, rats come and eat it, mongoose come and eat it. When we don't have enough food for the rats to eat, the rats turn and eat the eggs of the turtles as well as the mongoose. So therefore, this early collection, which is very important, will minimize that aspect of the turtle nesting. Another important aspect of debris removal is that we have the issues with the mosquitoes. We have issues with other dogs and what's not. We at the NCC minimize all of this here by making sure that we collect the debris early and that things are running smooth as possible. All right. Good.
Thank you very much. Now, in order for this project to come to fruition and to reach success, there are a number of persons who will be in and out of the school, if I want to use that term, who will be involved in the transformation of the school. So students, you will see periodically the 720 team members, as well as the field officer, Mr. Stephen Warren, who will be supervising the team and also coordinating and supervising the transformation. And so as in a form of introduction, I want to invite Khadija Weatherhead to just offer brief remarks on behalf of the 720 team. And following her remarks, Mr. Stephen Warren, field officer, will give us an insight as to the transformation as it relates to today's beautification.
Hi, good morning. Well, good afternoon, sorry. Well, I'm part of the 360 team for the St. James South. We have worked closely with the school prior to them opening back after COVID. We cleaned up around the surroundings. And as the minister would have said, we are the team that would be dealing with all that sort of stuff all over the constituency. We are elated every time a new project opens up because it opens new doors and new avenues for everybody. New doors for the children to learn and get in touch with the environment and stuff like that. So we will be continuing to work hard with you guys, with the Queens College School, with all the other projects in our constituency to make sure that everything goes well and we can expand the project and go further. Thanks.
Thank you. Minister Ford, Minister Husbands, Dr. Foster, and all those that are gathered here. The 5th article in Queens College's mission statement speaks to the creation of atmosphere for achieving excellence. And my role is to work along with those at Queens College to help to achieve that and continue what they have started. Basically, we'll be providing things such as more seating for the 1,000+ students that are here. So it's, and of course, seating allows for relaxation and a lot of good ideas come when we have a sit around. Also, long term, I'll now be able to work with the environmental club in helping them to achieve their goals, and I will be the liaison officer on behalf of the minister here. So you will technically have a direct ear to to the Minister and the Ministry of the Environment. Going forward, any additional beautification that we can help with the school, etc., that's my role. And we will be pleased and we're looking forward to working with all those there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
I just want to put this on the minister.
All right.
Got national TV.
Yes.
So he's telling the minister, what are you telling me? I am supposed to be making a pledge on behalf of the entire Barbados through Mr. Kais and the Queen's College and the whole Queen's College school and all the students and what's not of the school. So I'm supposed to say before you put it on.
I made a promise. I won't litter.
I made a promise. I
won't
won't
litter.
litter. You heard it from the mouth of the minister himself. So Carl, you can put this on and then we keep it as a special emblem.
All right, thank you very much. That's a fitting end to our beautification launch at Queen's College.